Greetings. Thank you so much for being participants in this persuasive speech demonstration. I wanted to talk to you about making changes. Nearly all restaurants have a potato on their menus, regardless whether it's a fast food restaurant or a five-star restaurant. Almost all of these restaurants have potatoes on them. And so what I want to talk to you about today is that the potato is losing its appeal. And one of the reasons that it's losing its appeal is because of its high caloric intake. Now, when I was a little girl, my mother was a single parent. And one of the things she did as a single parent was that she was always trying to find different ways to make inexpensive food taste good and be versatile, so we would be able to have it a couple of times. And one of the things that she did was that she had turnip roots. And she took these turnip roots and she made an au gratin dish. And what she did was she had this great casserole dish. And she put these turnips in and put garlic and Parmesan cheese, and it was bubbly. And so we learned to eat that in lieu of eating potatoes. And so one of the things that has happened with lots of my friends and probably thousands of other people in America, during New Year's, we make New Year's resolutions. And one of the New Year's resolutions that we always make is that we're going to lose weight. And so what starts off being a good idea really sometimes never transpires because people fail to have a plan. They just have a good idea and don't have a plan. And so what I want to talk to you today about is having a plan in a way to decrease your caloric intake but still have good flavor. And what we're going to talk about is this turnip. We want to talk to you about taking the turnip instead of a potato. Now, the GoodHousekeeping.com says that the Atkins diet is one of the most prevalent diets that we have, and also it's the South Beach diet. Now, the Atkins diet is based upon low caloric intake and low carbohydrates and high protein. So is the South Beach diet. And so what we have are having this turnip having a low caloric intake and a potato having a high one. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to explore the potato. The potato, which is losing it is something that when we use it, it takes the flavor of whatever you're cooking it with. Whatever ingredients you cook it with, that's what it does. And it has a high glycemic index according to the South Beach diet. Now, in the South Beach diet, a high glycemic index means that the food has 50 above 60. That's the index that we're looking at. And low index is anything below 20. A medium is anything from 20 to 60. Well, a potato has a glycemic index of 56 to 97, which lets you know that is extremely high. It also has 100 calories and 22 grams of carbohydrates, whereas the turnip only has 35 calories and 8 grams of carbohydrates, which lets you know that it's one of the most significant things in that. Now, the potato has been losing ground today, and so what we're trying to show you is how we can substitute this potato with this turnip. My assistant is going to be able to show you this substitute dish, which is something that we usually use with potatoes, but today we've made a coleslaw out of turnips. And so I'm going to let you taste that. And please, ma'am, would you please pass that around to them and get them some plates. And then you can give me your intake about how you feel about that. Now, the other thing about the turnip is that it is high in potassium, it is high in vitamin C, And so it has great nutritional benefits, as well as it has great low caloric and glycemic index information. So now I want to challenge you to experiment with these turnips, because anything that you can do with a potato, you can do it with a turnip. You can fry it, you can bake it, you can roast it, you can boil it, you can eat it raw, and you can even pickle it. So I'm challenging you today to take a chance, try it, and tell me what you think. So in summary, we've been able to identify the glycemic index, the caloric index, and also have given you a chance to taste this. So, bon appetit and happy Mother's Day.